further unless you have a PhD?
I used to years ago, before we had enough money to hire PhDs. I used to teach 301 and 211, 212. But in any case, once we started hiring PhDs, then they said, well, you know, anything over a 200 level course really ought to be a PhD. So I haven't taught ethics, for example, since then. But I have fun doing this, destroying young minds. Just,
you know what's interesting about the Calvinist thing is that kind of, you know, Puritanism was a branch off of that, and that kind of their mark, you know, got implemented on American culture so much. That's why you see, like, it's comparison to Europe. Your work is much more important in comparison to Europe, and so that still overrides here compared to Europe.
Yeah. There's so much fascinating. It's a shame we're doing in an hour and 15 minutes. Such a whole lot of fascinating, interesting, interrelated things. I'm just trying to, you know, like, get you interested if you've never heard any of this stuff. But there it is.
There's a fella that I've talked about with William before, but that I've mentioned, by John David Ebert. He does a similar analysis and also sort of brings up sort of theological roots of capitalism.
By the way, there's a lot of critique of Max Weber too. You know, so, you know, I'm not. Did you have a question too? Nope.
Was exam 3 supposed to be due on the last class?
Exam 3 is like the last week. So the schedule is on the syllabus.
Okay.
But yeah, it's no hurry. I mean, we're okay as long as I get everything by the end of the course. We're good. But yeah.
Also, that Jameson woman, she could be related to, because she has like this kind of Quaker, you know, type. So.
I've never done the research. My wife is into that. But you know, we when I asked my mom, you know, where are we from, and she said, they're all dead. Why are you interested?
That's a pretty typical American response, I've noticed.
Yeah, it's a relatively new interest, I think. And I know our family was relatively new bourgeois. It was my dad really that became an office worker, a white collar worker. His father made bleach in a factory, working for a Chinese laundry. So, you know, we don't have a long history of scholarship or any of that stuff.